Good morning, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you. Today I want to present to you the heroes you want in Marvel Rivals. Yes, you want, not me. However, I don't want to make it extremely obvious. I'm not gonna say Thanos, Green Goblin, Deadpool, all these extremely popular picks. Because I know, one, Marvel Rivals are already gonna bring them. Two, everyone and their mother already predicted them. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna first show you popular characters, but no one is asking for them as far as I know. Then I'm gonna show you more niche characters, and after that I'll show you my favorite Marvel character that I want in Marvel Rivals. So yeah, let's not waste any time and get right into it. First we have MODOK. Very popular. You already hated him in Ant-Man Quantumania, and yeah, I want you to forget that. Why? Because Marvel Rivals is known for something great, and that is character design. And I think MODOK has one of the best character designs in all of Marvel. Just this creature with a giant head and small limbs. It's not menacing, but there's something about it that feels good to look at. Of course, he would be a tank, and a tank that would actually fly like Iron Man. He would have full freedom in flying with that jetpack. And of course, the elephant in the room. How do you headshot him? Of course, it's not going to be his full body, not his giant head. Do you see this crystal in his head? Yup, this is going to be his crit spot. I think this is very fair, and if they release him, I'm gonna be the first who would, main the shit out of him, because he just looks so cool and funny. Anyway, after that, we have someone I'm surprised I'm not hearing that much, and that is my boy Cyclops. Why is Cyclops not needed that much? I thought Cyclops was like one of the most important characters in all of X-Men. Yet we don't see anything about him. Is it because he's not in the MCU yet? You really need to see him in the MCU to finally care about him. Anyway, he would obviously be a DPS character. He would shoot lasers, kick, punch, do laser tricks, all that kind of stuff. But what I'm most hyped about is his ultimate, because he would just remove his glasses thingies and unleash the giant laser. He would be shoot the whoop, I'm firing my laser. Just like in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, he just removes the laser and is like, boom, the entire screen is laser. It should do so much damage, it should be extremely chaotic to control. I say it should have extreme visuals. And yep, that's my boy Cyclops. After that, we go to a character. I'm not gonna say he's not popular, I'm just gonna say you forgot about him. And that is Ironmonger, the villain of Iron Man 1. Look, let me tell you the thought process I was going through. First, I wanted the Hulkbuster, but I realized that the one who uses Hulkbuster is Iron Man, and later Bruce Banner, which are both already in the game. So what is the closest thing to a Hulkbuster? Yes, the Ironmonger. He's just as insane, maybe not as powerful of course, but still as insane of a concept. Also, I'm still leaning towards the flying tank idea. So if they don't bring MODOK, make Ironmonger always fly, just like Iron Man. I want a flying tank, like a fully flying tank. I think that concept is so much fun to have. And yep, he has rockets, he has boosters, he has miniguns, sentry guns, he has lots of stuff. They can do a lot of shit with him. When it comes to tanking, I'm pretty sure he can, make some kind of weird technology shield and whatever. So he should be fine as a tank. After that, I got my boy. And one that makes me super depressed, because if you look at the game, you have Star-Lord, you have Mantis, you have Groot, you have Rocket. But where the fuck is Drax? I know there's also Gamora and Nebula, but to be honest, we all love Drax more. So let's not lie to ourselves. Drax, of course, you might think I'm gonna say a tank, but no. I want Drax to be a DPS. Something close to Wolverine, like a tanky DPS. Isn't he like Drax the Destroyer or something like that? He should be, you know, like destroying stuff, being a menace. And I think giving him 2 blades or something is gonna be amazing. And of course, he's one of the characters that if you give him a comic design, you could have an MCU design that would be super different. You get Dave Bautista. So yeah, that's very cool. After that, we get to our first tactical character. And that is, hear me out, it's Nick Fury. Okay, let me cook. I don't want Nick Fury to be just like a man with a gun. I want Nick Fury to be here representing all of S.H.I.E.L.D. I want his abilities to be some kind of, oh, I called S.H.I.E.L.D. and then they, I don't know, unlocked a radar or unlocked like wall hacks or something like that for this much seconds. I want one of his abilities, and this is a very unique idea that I took from actually Jump Force. Jump Force has a character called Yugi, if you haven't known what Yu-Gi-Oh is for some reason. And one of his abilities is drawing a card, and whatever that card is, he's gonna use it. So it has some kind of RNG to it. It has like 3 potential outcomes. I want one of Nick Fury's abilities to be an airdrop, where he gets a box and you don't even know what's the gun that you're gonna get. You just take the gun that the RNG gives you and continue playing. Of course, that's kind of anti-pro, but we're prioritizing fun here. And I think that keeps the character really fun and fresh. And of course, the ultimate is going to be something very familiar to Paladins. Like, I don't know what his name... I think he was called Victor, where he just, you know, air strikes the arena based on when he chooses. So yeah, you could have Nick Fury call up S.H.I.E.L.D. and say, hey yo, release an airdrop right fucking now, right motherfucking now, right there. And there's just like, oh, I just forgot, artillery from Bastion, like from Overwatch. Just like that, the most boring ability in the game, the one that took tank mode, one of the most fun abilities in the game. Yeah, artillery replaced tank mode for some reason. Fuck you, Blizzard. So yeah, Nick Fury is gonna be really fun to play. Also, he would have also healing stuff in the boxes or whatever. Next up, we have another DPS with War Machine. You know the drill. I love flying characters, and Rhodey is gonna be flying with a minigun on his shoulder. So yeah, it would be fun to see what a hit scan would look like in air. So Rhodey is that guy. He has like the whole Iron Man stuff, lasers, whatever. But in order to make him a different character, he would use more hit scan abilities, which may do less damage than normal Iron Man, but they're easier to hit. And yeah, they could play a lot with that character. I don't know what he does in the comics, but I'm pretty sure he does a lot of different stuff from Iron Man. Next up is a character that, let's just say, is also probably a character you just forgot. And mind you, I know Ghost Rider exists, and as much as Ghost Rider is a very popular character, this is a less known character, but I think he has a cooler design than Ghost Rider. And the reason I brought up Ghost Rider is because I'm talking about Dormammu. Look at this motherfucker. He's like Ghost Rider's older brother. Look, I like this skull design, it looks good, but you cannot beat this. In my opinion, this is insane character design, and I'm sure Marvel Rivals can make it even better. Of course, there's also the movie one, which is questionable, let's just say. It's literally just a giant face, so I'm not sure they can really use that as an MCU skin, unless like his head is the movie one, like exactly the movie one, because that's literally the only thing you see in the movie, and then they can play around with his body or whatever. Of course, this guy is, I don't know, wizard, magician. He has some cool stuff, similar to Wanda, and maybe Doctor Strange. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Next up we have Mysterio. This is a tactic. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dormammu was of course an attack character. DPS, also Rhodey. Mysterio is gonna be tactical. He's gonna be all about illusions and making sure that you fuck up. Even more than Loki makes you fuck up. Like, Loki can duplicate himself, but what if Mysterio literally just shows you something that doesn't even exist? He basically gives you weed, okay? Like smoked weed. He could blur your vision, he could make you see something else, he could make you damage your teammates. Yes, I want this to happen. I want you to suddenly, like, he does an ability on you and you suddenly see all your teammates with red health bars. And unless you read their names, you're not gonna know who you're fighting, if they're an ally or not. So it's gonna be really cool to see. Also, he has some kind of drones in the movie, so they could also utilize that somehow, like drones being healing partners or something. They can definitely do that. And lastly, from the very popular characters is Quicksilver. I want to see just how fast can they make him. I want them to make him as fast as they can without like ruining the game, not breaking it, because it's okay to break the game, but it's not okay to ruin it, okay? Of course, he would be extremely fast, he would obviously be a DPS, he would punch fast, he would be slick, he could have like an ability where anything you throw at him, he just dodges for like a couple of seconds. He could have a lot of stuff. Make tornado, punch from really far away, but so fast that the air pressure reaches you, like really reaches you. And yeah, these are just some of the ideas. I literally just came up in less than 30 seconds. I'm sure they can do even more than that. Next up, let's go to more niche characters that I think have some potential in the game. So let's start with a guy called Arnim Zola. And by the way, I'm bringing these niche characters because we have some characters like Jeff the Shark and Cloak and Dagger. Also Luna Snow, who most people have never ever heard of. Until the game came out, of course. But yeah, Arnim Zola is that German scientist thing, screen in Captain America. And don't worry, he has a body. In the comics, he does have a body. And that's the design I'm going for. He's kind of similar to like how stupid MODOK looks, because the face is at the torso, like the stomach. And his head is some kind of weird, I don't know, like crown thing. But I want them to actually make the headshot on the stomach. Is it easier to hit? Of course. But he would have more HP than other characters to like balance him out. And if you're asking me what he does and why I want him in, first of all, I don't know what the fuck he does. All I know is that he's a fucked up scientist who apparently has some stuff to do with Hitler. And that's why I think they're gonna be very based if they brought him in. Also, I want them to give him the most German accent they can find. Actually, I want them to bring, like, what was his name, Nolan? The one who voices Richtofen from Call of Duty Black Ops. I want them to bring that guy and make him voice this guy as if he's voicing Richtofen. That would be fucking insane to hear, like, mid-match. And yep, that's literally the whole reason I want him. I want to hear his voice, like, extremely German. And I want him to talk with others about the fucked up science experiments he does. And yep, I really just want to hear that. And Marvel Rivals, if you actually do it, you fucking based. Anyway, our second character and probably the final niche character, Ping Pang Foom. I fell in love with this character the moment I unlocked him in LEGO Marvel 2. He's basically a dragon. Yes, he's literally a dragon. And if you're worried about the size, don't worry. In LEGO, he can resize himself from really giant to Hulk-sized. So you know, according to Lego, I'm taking that as one of his abilities. So of course he's going to appear as Hulk-sized. And maybe when he unlocks his ultimate, he becomes giant. And don't worry if you see a giant dragon in game, because Paladins already has that. Imani in Paladins, my favorite character alongside Ceres. Her ultimate is literally calling a giant dragon with his own HP to beat the fucking shit of your enemies. You control him, like fully control him, and you can fly, you can enter any door you want. Like, his size doesn't matter, he can go anywhere he wants. His damage is insane, he breathes fire on their enemies. It's fucking cool, so fucking amazing. That's why Overwatch will never be as based as Paladins. Paladins the absolute giga chats. And yep, I think Fin Fang Foom also has this kind of potential. Just become giant, follow your enemies for like a couple of seconds and breathe on them. I want that. And finally, for my favorite character in Marvel, like all of Marvel, and one that I am betting you that 99.9% they are not going to bring the game. And of course, this is not a niche character, this is a very popular character, and that is, you know, we have a character in game that everybody loves, but it's not playable. My favorite character is her father Galactus. I want Galactus. Of course, if you have like the smallest brain cell of all, you would know that his extremely gigantic size does not fit the game. He is planet size. Marvel rival maps play on him. He doesn't play on the maps. So yeah, I of course want them to... Oh wait! Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, is a powerful being who can change his size and is key in Marvel comic stories. Wait, this changes everything. Okay, hear me out. He will be in the game. Just because of this fact. I literally just googled it and yup, Galactus can get smaller. And you know what? Fuck Fin Fang Foom. Remove him from my list. And fuck Ant-Man, please don't bring him. I want Galactus, and his ultimate is becoming just massive. Of course, his initial size is also something. I don't want him to be as big as normal tanks. I want his size to be like minimum a tank and a half. Like, take two Hulks and cut the other Hulk in half. At least I want him to be that size. I want him to tower over all the other characters. If they can't, then I want him to be as big as, you know, the smallest door can fit in the game. Like, basically as big as they technically can. I want him to be menacing, to be a tank, of course. Have the highest HP of all characters. I want him to drain HP from other characters. His devouring ability. That's how he becomes super tanky. He doesn't get healed like... Of course, you can heal him as a healer, but he also can heal himself from the enemy team. I think that is going to be a really fucking amazing ability. Like, core ability of Galactus. That makes you go, oh fuck, they have a Galactus. We need to hide. Like, from his side if we're low HP, because we will die. I want him to be this kind of a menace. You see him, you shit yourself. And yep, I want him to like shoot stuff from his hand, shoot lasers from his eyes. I want his ultimate to be like just sitting on this chair and everyone within your radius gets like rapidly consumed, devoured, while you regain HP and everyone next to you loses a lot of HP. Unless they can out-damage your heal and kill you. Or of course, your ultimate finishes. That would be so fucking cool! I really want them to bring Galactus, and yep, if they do, I am telling you, I will main the shit out of him. I don't care how many hours I got on Iron Man or Doctor Strange or Punisher, or even Jeff the Shark. I am sucking Galactus's balls and giving him triple the amount of hours all my characters combined have. And I will show you all the progress of how good this character is. And yep, I know I got really passionate there. This game is amazing, the Marvel IP is amazing, Galactus is amazing, and yep, hope you enjoyed this video, and that's about it. Get the fuck out.